Welcome to the case study series by Skilled MBA. Today we explore Abolee, a rural marketing initiative by Rugved Hygiene Care Industries, founded in 2017 by Onkar and Mitila Charagaonkar. Abolee isn't just a product, it's a movement aiming to provide affordable, hygienic menstruation solutions for rural women in India, while also sustaining a viable business model. The brand operates with a dual purpose: to serve rural women with accessible, high-quality sanitary napkins, to drive behavioral change in menstrual hygiene practices. The mission is clear: bridge the gap between social impact and commercial scalability. Abolee faces four interconnected challenges: awareness and education. Deep-rooted cultural taboos restrict open discussion. Continued usage. Women revert to traditional practices after initial trials. Brand positioning. Low budgets compete against both big brands and informal alternatives. Distribution. Remote areas are difficult to reach, and formal retail is sparse. Understanding the rural landscape is key. Compared to urban markets, lower disposable income, informal retail networks, low literacy and awareness, cultural silence around menstruation, Abolee must tailor every touchpoint, product, communication, and delivery for the rural context. Abolee must balance push, retailer incentives, trade promotions, and NGO outreach, pull, word of mouth, workshops, and education campaigns. In rural markets, push drives reach, while pull builds trust. Affordability, micro-pack sizes, and price sensitivity. Awareness, grassroots education campaigns. Availability, local NGO and SHG partnerships for last-mile reach. Acceptability, culturally sensitive branding and discreet packaging. These forays ensure access, trust, and adoption at the rural level. Let's now take a closer look at how Abolee can drive adoption through the lens of the health belief model, a widely accepted framework in public health. At the base of the model lies perceived susceptibility. How likely do women feel they are at risk of infection or health issues if they don't use sanitary napkins? If that personal risk isn't recognized, no other message will stick. Then comes perceived severity. Do women understand the health consequences of poor menstrual hygiene? Without knowledge of potential infections or long-term issues, urgency is low. Next, we have benefits versus barriers. This is a critical balancing act. Are the advantages of using pads strong enough to overcome cost, stigma, or accessibility challenges? Abolee must ensure that the perceived value is visible, immediate, and emotional. Finally, at the top is action. Adoption only occurs when all previous layers align. Clear education, visible benefits, and trust-building mechanisms are essential for translating awareness into consistent usage. This model gives us a structured way to understand why rural women do, or don't, adopt new health behaviors and where marketing must intervene. Reaching rural customers isn't just a matter of intention, it's an operational challenge. Let's break down the four key supply chain hurdles Abolee faces: manufacturing ensuring consistent quality and cost efficiency at the source. Since the product is health-related, quality control is non-negotiable. Distribution centers' regional storage is needed to minimize delays and cost per unit. Without this layer, stockouts and spoilage are common. Last-mile delivery. The toughest challenge? Reaching remote, poorly connected villages. Bad roads, informal addresses, and low-volume demand add complexity. Retail availability products must be accessible where women feel comfortable shopping. That often means informal, women-run stalls or trusted NGOs, not traditional stores. In rural India, logistics isn't just about moving boxes. It's about understanding ecosystems and working with networks of trust, not just trucks. Strengths: mission-driven positioning, first mover advantage in some villages. Weaknesses: low brand recognition, fragmented supply chain, opportunities: partnerships with SHGs and NGOs. Growing government focus on menstrual health. Threats: cultural resistance, competition from big brands and unorganized players. Abolee has 5 potential directions. Strengthen NGO and SHG partnerships, target government programs for funding, and scale recruit Abolee ambassadors. Trusted local women, hybrid push-pull strategy, direct-to-consumer, D2C, via e-commerce, with challenges in digital access. Each option offers different levels of control, cost, and community engagement. In rural India, gender dynamics play a pivotal role in shaping purchasing decisions, especially for products as culturally sensitive as sanitary napkins. Let's break down the 4 key behavioral influences. Female decision-making. While women are the end users, they often do not have the final say in household purchases. Abolee must understand how mothers, daughters, and wives negotiate autonomy in environments with rigid household norms. Male gatekeepers. In many households, it's the men who hold the purse strings. Marketing efforts must consider how to indirectly educate men on the importance of menstrual hygiene, even if they are not the target user. Communication barriers. Taboos surrounding menstruation limit open discussion, especially in public or male-dominated environments. Abolee must use safe, relatable, and non-confrontational messaging, possibly through women influencers or health workers. Purchase environment. Many rural shops are run by men, making it uncomfortable for women to purchase pads. Abolee needs to create comfortable, discreet purchase options, either through women retailers, SHG channels, or dedicated health stalls. Understanding these gendered realities isn't just important, it's essential for building inclusive, sustainable marketing strategies. In rural markets, distribution strategy is not just about logistics, it's a balancing act between reach, cost, and control. Let's evaluate 5 possible channels using 3 metrics: reach potential, cost efficiency, and brand control. Local shops, moderate reach, decent cost efficiency, but limited brand control, common but constrained by cultural discomfort and low product visibility. NGO partners, high on reach and moderately efficient. These partners are trusted by rural communities and offer authentic access, though Abolee may have limited say in messaging and merchandising. Government programs offer the widest reach at relatively low cost, but they're bureaucratic and offer minimal brand control, making it tough for Abolee to differentiate itself. Direct sales agents provide high brand control, moderate reach, and reasonable efficiency. Great for personalized selling and education, but scaling the model can be resource-intensive. E-commerce scores highest on brand control, but lowest on reach and cost efficiency. Given digital gaps in rural areas, this is better suited as a long-term channel once awareness and access improve. Ultimately, a hybrid distribution model anchored in NGO partnerships and direct sales, supported by government and retail, and future-proofed with e-commerce, will serve Abolee best. Workshops, informal, women-led, safe spaces, street plays, culturally resonant and engaging, one-on-one counseling, personal, private, and trust-based education needs to go beyond information. It must become personal transformation. Phase 1. Market assessment, conduct field research, partner mapping, and infrastructure scans. Phase 2. Awareness building, launch workshops, media efforts, and community programs. Phase 3. Distribution setup. Activate SHGs, local retailers, and NGO networks. Phase 4. Reinforcement and expansion. Gather feedback, showcase testimonials, and scale to nearby regions. Rural strategy must be customized. not copied from urban models. Behavior change requires education, not just distribution. Infrastructure gaps demand partnerships. Word of mouth is stronger than paid media in low literacy settings. This case is a compelling example of how health, culture, and business intersect in emerging markets. Thank you for exploring Abolee Rural Marketing Strategy for Sanitary Napkins in India, part of the case study series by Skilled MBA. This case reminds us that impact-led businesses must think beyond the product. They must invest in education, empathy, and infrastructure to create sustainable market adoption, especially in rural India, where every sale can also spark social change. Let me know if you'd like this as a formatted PDF, speaker-ready script, or teaching handout.